Hey everyone, it's Ron. So last week's to-do list looked like this. I wanted to implement quite a few features, quite a few obstacles, and I wanted to make 3 or 4 more levels in one cutscene. It was probably a bit much. I was probably too ambitious. In the end, I did get all the obstacles working, though those rolling rocks turned out to be a real pain in the neck. I was only able to do 1 level and 1 basic cutscene, and I've started another level. So I've done like 1 and like 1/10 of a level. So let's boot up the test level and see what those new obstacles look like. So here you have the falling ledges. They do exactly what you'd expect. They have like a kind of woodeny feel to them. They wobble for a bit and then they fall. I think that gives the player plenty of time to react. And then we have some falling icicle spikes where if the player walks underneath them, they fall down and then they destroy. Those need an animation, but they'll do for now. And here we have the rolling rock. You can see there I got slammed into the wall when I fell onto it. And then if you see here, I also get slammed into the wall in this attempt. And then finally on this attempt, I'm able to get past it. So the rolling rocks are by far the hardest obstacle, both to play against and to code, it turns out. Also, if I just quickly show you, I also have it so that you can have 2 rocks in a particular place and they'll knock against each other. And the player will also check to see whether or not they're being squished in between 2 rocks, which means that you can also be squished between 2 rocks, which is neat. It adds a little extra challenge without having to add any extra obstacles. So let's get on to the level I actually did make, level 5. So here we can see that there are some falling icicles. If the player goes below or above, they'll still encounter falling icicles. That's just to kind of show them what's going on regardless of what route they take. And then we have a bit of climbing and a bit of wall jumping. The player should be used to that by now. And again, we have some falling icicles, so they need to be careful with their jump arc. And then they'll encounter more falling icicles after that, which funnels them into a cold area. And now they need to manage their cold meter as well as falling icicles. Because remember, when you're cold, you move much slower. So you have to be very careful about whether or not you're too cold if you think there are going to be falling icicles. So I want the player to always be on their toes and looking at the environment and just keeping an eye on themselves as well as what obstacles might be around them. And then I thought I'd be really mean, so I'd combine the wall climbing with the falling icicles you can see here. So the player now needs to jump under a certain time limit, otherwise the falling icicles will kill them. And then I thought I'd just finish that up with some nice easy wall jumping that the player should be more than familiar with now. And that's pretty much the end of level 5. So yeah, the one cutscene I added in was only a very basic one. It's the one you're watching now, where the player has complete control. They're just ascending the peak of the mountain. I don't like how this tileset looks for a peak of the mountain. It just looks like a dirt pile. I would like to change that. That's something I do have on my to-do list, is to update the tiles. And here you can see he realizes where he is. He goes, oh, I know this mountain. I can make my way home. I need to descend. And then from every level from that point onwards is going to be about going downwards. So every level up until this point has been going up and to the right. Now we're moving down and to the left. As I mentioned earlier, I have started level 6, but it's only just this little bit you're seeing here. There's a trigger, there's a rolling rock. I'm still having issues at the moment with the rolling rocks. So here if I die, you can immediately see that the rock hasn't respawned. Hang on, when we get to it, there you can see the rock hasn't respawned. I don't want that. I do want the rocks to respawn. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. These rolling rocks. Yeah. So, pretty much just make more levels. That's all I want to do. I just want to make 3 to 4 more levels. I really want to get this done as quickly as possible. I want to reach the end, then I can work on things like polish. I can improve the tile sets, add in noises, add in some music after I reach the end. But I need to make more levels, so that's my goal for next week. As always, thanks for watching.